We are at the first week of May, and you know what? Iran is still front and center. And what happens this week, really nobody knows. We do know that Iran is really struggling, and they may lose their oil storage capability because they have no place to put the oil, which is going to have an impact on their production. But really, the impact on rates is simply this. If tensions rise, if it gets worse in Iran, mortgage rates are going up. If it stays the same kind of status quo, then rates are going to stay in the range that they're in. They may go down a little bit. And then if we get some great news out of Iran, they come to the table, they agree to everything, not likely. But if we get something that's even close to that, you will see mortgage rates start to come down. Now, here's the other thing with the Middle East. UAE, the United Arab Emirates, they have basically said they're going to leave OPEC plus. And that will also have an impact on mortgage rates because it's going to impact fuel. There may be some volatility as they depart, but once UAE picks up production, that should help to bring oil prices down across the region. And what that also does is that makes OPEC plus, it puts some cracks in their armor in who is next to break away. Nobody wants a boss who's not effective to tell them what to do. And that's really what we're seeing. UAE's like, I'm out. I'm going to do my thing, and you're not going to stop me from making money. All right, but there's so much more going on this week. And let's talk about the economy, because this week, friends, it's jobs week. On Tuesday, we have the first jobs report of the week, the JOLTS, the Job Opening and Labor Turnover Survey. Number of jobs available have been coming down over the course of the past couple years. We'll see if that trend continues. We also have a new home sales report coming out on Tuesday. Wednesday, ADP employment report. This is a private sector employment report. Quite frankly, it has been the most steady and reliable of all the jobs reports that we have seen over the course of the past couple years. But that's a big report that comes out on Wednesday. We also get mortgage applications. Will the tensions and just the general instability of the economy, will that have had an impact on mortgage apps dropping? Now, we are getting into that moving season towards the end of the school year. People are getting ready to move. Typically, you see mortgage applications come in. We haven't necessarily seen that, especially since March when we went to war with Iran. Thursday, we have challenger job cuts. We also have initial and continuing jobless claims. Last week, we had a huge drop in initial claims and a big drop in continuing claims. But let's also remember Spirit Airlines, they just shut down. That's 17,000 people from Spirit Airlines alone that are now out of work. So, there's other companies that are looking at basically lowering their staff or decreasing their staff, firing or laying off employees as they have to tighten their belts as the price to do business has continued to go up. So we will see if that decrease that we've seen in jobless claims does a round turn and starts going up. We don't know yet. We'll see that on Thursday. And then Friday is the big one. The BLS jobs report. You got the business report and you got the household report. Will unemployment go down? Will it go up? And will we see more new jobs or less new jobs? So really a big week this week. We also could see some movement in the next Fed chair being accepted into his job or being approved. As Chair Powell has said he's going to stay on the Fed Board of Governors. So a lot going on this week. Let's take a look at rates right now. Mortgage rates are pretty much where they were as we began the last week of April, right around 5.94 for VA. We've kind of gone up. We actually shot up during the middle of the week, but we came back down 5.94. Again, we're going to stay in a range between probably 5.85 and 6% unless we see something drastic happen, good or bad. And conventional, we're between around 6.4 and 6.5, maybe 6.6%. But that's kind of where we're at. We ended the week pretty calm. Let's hope that we start the week pretty calm as well. But you know what? As they say, hope is not a course of action. Hey, we got some great podcasts coming out. In Search of Excellence, Island Style, please. There's a link down below. Take a look at those. Some great, whether you're in real estate or not, just some great life hacks, things that you can do to be successful in your business no matter what you do. Have a great week. Aloha.